Guys, it's Ashley from Bookaholics Anonymous, and this is another book review. Yay! So this time, the book that I just finished reading is Hunted by Megan Spooner, and of course, it's a kind of a loosely based retelling of Beauty and the Beast, among another book, I believe, among some other folk tales and stuff, I believe. So this story is about a girl named, I don't know really how to say her name, so I just call her Vea. I think it's Yavea or something like that. But she's the youngest of 3 daughters, and she is more of the more like her father than the other 2. She likes to hunt, she likes stories and all this, and so this is mainly about her story. So at the beginning of the story, she's surrounded by like a baroness and all these kind of royal people and stuff like that, and then and her father's out trying to work, and she comes home and they all learn that one of his one of his inventions or something, not inventions, one of his work-related things did not go right, and it got stolen and all this, and they lost they basically lost everything. And they have to sell all their stuff, they have to sell their house, they have to move out into this little wooded cabin that is her father's from before his kids were born. And so yeah, and so basically after all that happens, her dad goes out into the woods to look for this mythical thing that he thinks he sees, this beast or whatever, and doesn't come back. So Yavea, that's what we're going to call her because I'm not really sure if that's right or not, and tells her sisters and stuff that she's going to go out there and look for him and find him. And she goes out there and basically kind of becomes hunted by this beast. And the beast sets this trap and gets her. And so for the next couple months or whatever, she's prisoner to the beast. And I mean, it's somewhat like the Beauty and the Beast that we know, and not. I don't know if I wanted to really enjoy the story, but it just seemed like, to me, it kind of dragged on, and I didn't really get interested in what happened until like the last, I'd say, 100 pages maybe, because basically throughout the book she's stuck in this castle with the beast. The beast is kind of training her to become this hunter that he needs. For some reason he won't tell her or whatever. And throughout the story, she started off in this like cell or whatever, and as the story progressed, the beast kind of let her roam around the castle, of course, and it's just, I don't know, it just felt like it took forever to get to the place that I wanted it to be, I guess, and I guess that's my own fault. And but I'm not gonna say it's not a good story. I mean, it was okay. To me, it just dragged on, and I don't know, I just couldn't see, I don't know, I just, but I mean, it did grow on me, like I said, in the last 100 pages. I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened because that kind of gives it away, but stuff did start to happen, and then that's when the story kind of took hold of me, I guess, and became something. But there are similarities to Beauty and the Beast, and then there aren't similarities. Like, she's not, I mean, she's kind of a bookworm, and we see that when she finds this library of dusty old books that just kind of crumble when she touches them, which is really sad. But, and she's not, and there's no, what's really sad is I really wanted there to be these magical creatures in the castle, but there's none of that. You never see that, which is kind of sad. I wanted a clock and a candlestick and, you know, but, instead of all those creatures in the castle, there's these magical creatures out in the valley where the castle is, and out in the woods and the forest. So we learn about these different creatures that are out there. There's like 3 or 4 different ones I think we learn about. So that's a little bit different. I mean, you know, the difference in those. And Nevaeh, instead of having like the horse that Belle has in the movie and stuff, Nevaeh has her dog named Doe Eyes, which is so cute. I mean, I was like, Doe Eyes sounds like such a sweet dog, and she's always right there. She's willing to just seems like the dog is willing to sacrifice everything to be with Nevaeh, her Beauty, wherever she goes, and it's just so sweet. I'm like, oh, this dog is so loyal. And what else? And it's in that Beauty or Nevaeh have this this soon-to-be Baron, I guess, who has kind of somewhat fallen in love with her. So, but he's not this egotistical jackass like Gaston was. He's actually really sweet. And I mean, we see that he helps Nevaeh's family when she disappeared, and he takes care of them regardless of, you know, Beauty and this promise. So yeah, it's actually really, I mean, like I said, the last 100 pages really shows a lot about the story. We find out what's happened to her sisters, and they get this ending that's satisfying. And overall, it's a good story. I'm not downing it or anything. But if you're looking for like a true Beauty and the Beast retelling, it's not really that. It's kind of loosely based, I guess, like I said in the beginning. And yeah. Definitely read it and give it a try. You might like it, you never know. I love the cover too. It's pretty shiny. So yeah, definitely take a chance on it and read it. And like I said, if you're like me and it kind of seems like it drags on the first couple 100 pages, give it a chance because it's worth it. You find stuff out. So yeah, definitely read Hunted by Megan Spooner. I will see you guys next time. I will see you guys next time for another book review. Bye.